In this video, we'll be taking a look at 4 college football games happening on September 27, 2025, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 8 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 4 college football games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start, if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Auburn versus Texas A&M. A big Southeastern Conference tilt is scheduled this Saturday as the Auburn Tigers head to Kyle Field to take on the Texas A&M Aggies. After a bye week, A&M enters this matchup having just pulled off a thrilling victory over Notre Dame, and I think that rest did them a lot of good. Facing Auburn on the road, I'm just not confident Auburn can keep up with A&M's offensive weapons. To be fair, it's a little concerning that A&M's defense hasn't yet held a team under 22 points, even against opponents like Utah State and UTSA. But what's impressed me is how A&M has shown up with firepower. Marcel Reed, Mario Craver, and crew are capable of scoring in bunches, and I trust them more in this spot than Auburn, especially with A&M getting time to reset. As our first pick for this matchup, the Texas A&M Aggies to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. That said, I'm not expecting a track meet. Both teams tend to favor deliberate, methodical football that limits explosive scoring. Auburn's offense has flashed moments but has been inconsistent, averaging roughly 24 points a game, and their defense has mostly kept opponents under 20 in the first half across multiple outings. Texas A&M's offense has enough weapons to threaten, but their 34.3% third down conversion rate suggests their drives sometimes stall. With Auburn likely leaning on Jay Cobb's ground game to control the clock and A&M focusing on trench warfare, I see this turning into a physical Southeastern Conference slugfest rather than a shootout. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Indiana versus Iowa. This weekend's Big Ten slate is stacked, but one of the sleeper matchups is Indiana heading to Iowa City to take on the Hawkeyes. After I leaned hard on Indiana last week, I was still impressed by the way they absolutely steamrolled Illinois in Bloomington. Curt Cignetti's crew looked like they had something to prove, and they did just that, dropping 63 unanswered points and dominating from the opening whistle to knock off their conference foe 63-10. Still, one performance doesn't settle everything. Illinois was probably overrated, and Indiana now has to travel into a hostile environment against a home team known for pulling off surprises. Iowa is no pushover in front of its fans. The Indiana offense has been on a tear, 3 straight games with 56 or more points, and their efficiency is off the charts. They're among the nation's leaders in passing success rate and lead in points per quality possession. Fernando Mendoza has looked sharp, and the Hoosiers have loaded up with explosive skill players that can make defenders pay. But Iowa's defense may pose the toughest test yet. The Hawkeyes rank inside the top 30 in metrics like quality drive rate, expected points added per dropback, and third or fourth down success. Phil Parker's unit has already shown it can stifle big-time offenses to, for example, holding Iowa State to only 238 yards and 4.2 yards per play earlier this year, so even a high-powered Indiana attack might find resistance. On the flip side, Iowa's offense may be waking up. Against Rutgers last week, they scored 38 points and averaged 6.2 yards per play, with Mark Gronowski showing dual-threat promise. If he can protect the ball and they get some traction on the ground, I expect this to come down to one possession in Iowa City. As our first pick for this matchup, the Iowa Hawkeyes to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Each team is capable of putting points on the board. Indiana is averaging roughly 55 points per game and leads nationally in offensive success rate. Iowa just broke out in the Rutgers game, and Gronowski is taking more liberties in the playbook. Indiana's tempo and first down efficiency will put pressure on Iowa's defense, and if Iowa can counter with splash plays or red zone conversions, this game has the feel of one that pushes over. Even though both defenses are competent, the offensive dynamic and mobility at quarterback lean me toward expecting a higher scoring affair. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Tennessee versus Mississippi State. Tennessee and Mississippi State meet Saturday down in Starkville at Davis-Wade Stadium, and I'm not buying the hype behind the Vols. Sure, Tennessee has an explosive offense, but their defense has been porous, particularly against the pass, and they currently rank 100th in scoring defense. That's not exactly a recipe for success on the road. Meanwhile, Mississippi State is more balanced than many give them credit for. They might not have faced all elite opponents, but they've shown defensive grit and enough offense to stay relevant. This line feels disrespectful to the Bulldogs, and frankly, I wouldn't be shocked by an outright upset. I'm not sold on Tennessee. As our first pick for this matchup, the Mississippi State Bulldogs to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Tennessee is putting up big numbers, ranked second nationally in scoring and fifth in passing yards. On the other side, Mississippi State has quietly posted 38-plus points in 3 of their 4 games behind Blake Shaffin's dual ability and Demarion Bothwell's downhill running. Both defenses have playmakers, but neither has yet faced an offense as fast and balanced as Tennessee's. If Joey Aguilar continues to push the field vertically and Shippen avoids early turnovers, this could turn into a shootout by late in the first half. With both teams able to put up points in bunches, there's serious potential to clear the total. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Arizona versus Iowa State. This Saturday, the Arizona Wildcats head into a key Big 12 showdown on the road against the Iowa State Cyclones. Arizona is getting a lot of attention for its defense lately, and Iowa State comes in with home field, but I'm not convinced the Cyclones have looked dominant in their recent wins. Iowa State has had to grind through tight victories, narrow margins over Iowa and Arkansas State, raising doubts about their ability to finish strong. Arizona, meanwhile, leaned on a late push to close out Kansas State in one of their more challenging tests. With both teams coming off a bye week, this game could hinge on who adjusts better on the road. Though Iowa State has the home crowd and a more proven track record in Ames, I've seen enough from them that I'm comfortable backing Arizona to cover. The Wildcats are quietly among the more respected defensive units in the country, and they may be undervalued in this spot. As our first pick for this matchup, the Arizona Wildcats to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Arizona games have gone under in all 3 so far, and Iowa State's contests are trending the same way. The only exception for Iowa State is their blowout win over South Dakota, and for Arizona, the only game to flirt with a higher total was against football championship subdivision competition. These are 2 defenses capable of slowing the game down, and with both teams having shown an inclination toward deliberate offense, I expect this to be one of the lower scoring matchups of the weekend. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.